of course, writing it down and recording it for them to have that record. Okay? So the visual and the verbal centers are activated. Not only that, once that part is activated and we're in a highly excitatory state, which means we're in a state of possibility, there is no problem. Problem just doesn't exist. Questions, they don't exist. Moreover, in the right part of your brain, there's a responsible part for the temporal lobe responsible for time. Time perception is deactivated. Begins to feel like time distortion. There is no time. So there is no question in that state how and when this is going to be done. They just know and experience that it's going to be done. And it's in a very powerful sense of themselves when they feel that they've fulfilled their purpose, they've fulfilled their destiny, they've fulfilled themselves on this earth. And they know that it's possible. Now, what I like to do at this point is imagine what they are, how they are, where they are, what they're doing at that point, who they're surrounded with, and what exactly is that thing that they do that fulfills them so well. So, metaphorically, I work with two selves, the future self and the present self. So we establish sort of a bridge, a conversational bridge of the future self and the present self. And the future self tells the present self what to do. So that's how we get clarity on the next step. So once we've achieved clarity on the next step, remember, as I mentioned, there's a prefrontal area that's activated that's responsible for decision making. I capture that moment by grabbing them and asking him to make that commitment now. It is so easy in that moment to get commitment from the client, you wouldn't believe. You don't have to work at all because they are there embodying that sensory experience of how they are when they are fulfilled. It is so incredibly powerful. And not only that, it feels damn good. It feels so good that when I say, well, you know, you're not here not to feel good, so let yourself feel good. How is it for you when you allow yourself to actually feel good? And let yourself feel good. Continue. And work from that state. Just allow yourself to feel good. When I work with their guides in the majority of the sessions, what begins to come up is that the direction from the wisdom state is to allow, not only allow, but they must feel good to be able to be in the position to fulfill their purpose. They must feel balanced, they must feel relaxed, and they must feel certain that they can allow themselves to do that. At the same time, okay, at the same time, there's an absolute certainty that they must disallow themselves to follow any other lead. That means feel bad and indulge in feeling bad. Indulge in residing in the problem state. So that means when you're in gamma, it's really, really easy to make a commitment to feeling good. And then allow that to be a driver for the rest of life. Okay? That's why I'm saying it feels good. Now, you as a hypnotist have to be able to enter into that gamma state with them and stay with them to keep that space safe and connected for them. Because if you are not with them, then who are you coming and speaking with them from the outside? Then you have to be able to not only understand but embody the space and hold that space. Okay? And through the questionnaire that you obtain from your client beforehand, before those sessions. Right? You'll be able to work through those questions that they actually want to know the answers to. And the answers to those questions just flow very easily because they're connected. I don't have to do anything but just ask the question. And again, you have to, of course, know that to verbalize the question, you have to preset it, precondition the client so they are in that state of connection and they know that they access that particular wisdom for them to be able to embody it in the present state. So what happens there is that you actually create that sense for them, that state for them, by triggering it in a particular way, triggering those brain waves to begin. The research has been done. I've been very interested in finding what the actual physical scientific research is. And the research apparently has been done since the early 80s. Can you imagine? We've already known about it for 30 years, and I'm so surprised that so few hypnotists actually use it. In the early 80s, Dr. Richard Davidson, who now has... Is this the right path for me? Am I fulfilling myself? I already have success now. I am 40, 50, 60. Am I going in the right direction? Very fundamental. So now I want you to consider how you are, you, the way you want to be. How are you the way you want to be? Everywhere but here. Now. So you are able to access this fulfillment for yourself. So you can see yourself fulfilled like that. With ease. Where everything flows for you. When you couldn't put your foot down wrong. Everything just flows for you. And you, being in that flow, connect with the divine, with the absolute, with the truth within you, with that one and only artwork that only you can create in your life, with your life. Now. And if you're not on the path of creating, and we reach this sense of satisfaction in going forward on our path. Wouldn't the world be